Scaling in your business means that you have to promote and promote some more. Reaching a wide audience doesn't have to be a painful process, and we're here to help you. Sign up for your sponsor ad today. You provide the product, service, or event that you would like to promote, and we do the rest. Enter and win a sponsor slot today. It's a win-win. It's cost-effective and meets your need. For more information, email helloaudacitypodcast@gmail.com or simply send us a DM. You're listening to Hello Audacity Podcast, where we highlight audacity in business from startup to multi-level success, finance, health, wealth building, and the journey to self-discovery. The added bonus is that you get to learn from industry leaders and hear victory stories across the nation. Now that's Audacity. I'm your host, LaShaMarie. Let's get into it. I love it when we can celebrate others. And September is National Recovery Month. And today we sit down with someone with their very own victory story. James Speak Jr. went from drug addiction and incarceration to being an example of what recovery can do. As a certified alcohol and drug specialist for a behavioral health facility in Chicago, Illinois, he's assisting others to find sobriety and joy. He's also started a men, music, and ministry group to inspire others with a kingdom message. He's also being recognized for his dedication and work done in the community. This is simply resilience with a message of hope and serenity. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Hello Audacity Podcast, where we showcase audacity in your business, your life walk, and matters of the heart. I'm your host, lashamariespeaks. If this is your first time joining us, please click like, share, follow, and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. This month is September is National Recovery Month, a time to celebrate those that are in recovery and those that are still in their journey. So, of course, it's a good fit for this month, for this time, to invite our next guest. Hey, James, how are you? Certified alcohol and drug counselor.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah. I'll say you're in Illinois.
Correct.
Is it getting cold there?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so it was
Not
72
yet.
here, but it's so funny because I was freezing last night.
Yeah.
I'm near Philly, so. Yeah, it's starting to get kind of warm, but I love Chicago. I love the food. I love the water down there. I just don't like to come when it's snowing. Even though I'm born and raised Detroit, I don't like the snow. I don't like the snow at all. All right, so hopefully your week has been going good so far.
Yes. Great week. Great weekend. No complaints.
Now at work, are you guys doing a lot of activities for this month, throughout the month, to
Yeah.
highlight people's in recovery? Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I like to always tell people because, recovery month is more than just alcohol and drugs. It could be gambling that you're recovering from, smoking, food, sex, porn, shopping, technology, being on this internet. Oh my God, how many times you pick up your phone? How long you lose your phone? You know you are going crazy trying to find that phone.
Yeah. Going through withdrawals.
Yes, exactly. So recovery is something that you have battled with. It's more than just drug and alcohol, but in our community, in our homes, in our families, more of the things we associate with is drug and alcohol. So I'm so glad that we're here to speak with you today, so you can add some advice and wisdom. Since you're in it, you see it every day. And you've been through it. That's the experience and that's the wisdom and the expertise that you have. So yeah, I'm glad to see you on the other side and you're helping others. So let's start off by telling the audience a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Well, I was born and raised in Chicago, Illinois. Uh, Grew up on the west side of Chicago. Uh, I was adopted. I never knew my father, and I grew up in a community that it was pretty tough. It's a rough community. Uh, so I got involved with individuals who were smoking weed. I was still going to school though, but as I look back at my journey, I realized that using marijuana was considered a gateway drug. It introduced me to uh, getting caught up with drugs. So after a period of time when you use drugs, your tolerance gets higher. So the marijuana wasn't doing it anymore. So I found myself getting involved with other drugs like heroin, cocaine. And after that time period, that's when the behaviors got worse. Yeah.
So I know the struggles there, but I gotta highlight your mother. You guys, when I reached out to him and he
Mhm.
sent me kind of your bio, he really raved about his mom that adopted him at a very at an older age. So he really says that she was a great mom. So I had to highlight that because I had a mommy too. And though my mom had issues, she was a good mommy. So I miss her still to this day. And so you kind of think about the things that you went through, but you think about the love that they gave you.
Yeah.
And that's our force to become better individuals because I know that she is smiling and very happy of this transformation that you made in
Mm.
your life and that you're making in other people's lives. Because if you're on his page, he's shouting out somebody every day. He's giving people flowers while they're here, either happy birthday or happy sobriety, 90 days here or there. It is awesome to see and just witness you trying to just give back to others. So that's a yeah. I had to highlight your mama.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I know some of the things that you went through got you in trouble, and you did do a stint of time in jail. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Uh, that's where the introduction introduction to recovery began. That's when, for the first time, I took a hard look at my life, and I didn't like what I saw.
Yeah. Yeah. As you've been, let's clarify this. Let me give you all of your accolades. You've been sober for 39 years.
No, next month will be 30 years.
30 years. Okay. Got you.
29.
Awesome. Awesome. So that's a good thing. You went through that experience. And how long were you incarcerated?
6 months.
Okay. 6 months was enough to say, you know what, I don't want to be back here again.
Yeah, sometimes you got to lose something to gain something better.
Amen. Yeah, that is so true. That is so true. And I know that you're a certified alcohol and drug counselor, and I have to tell people, and people know that lives with me. They'll walk in the room, and I'm watching intervention. I don't know if you know about the show. A
Yeah,
lot of you
yeah, I
guys
do.
out there, but I do. I love intervention. Don't ask me. I love the realness of a show that actually shows reality, that people actually go through these things. It's just not made up. They're really, in the depths of addiction at that time and just seeing the struggles with the family and wanting to help and not knowing how to help and enabling and stuff like that. So I'm more drawn to that show. I was just watching it today. However,
Hmm.
that's me. That's my heart. It goes to people that that have really went through something, a struggle, a trauma, and a lot of people that go into addiction have went through a trauma of something, abandonment or rape or accident, and happened to get on pills and couldn't get off. So that
Hmm.
is, that is definitely reality. But I understand that just like you can be around the wrong folks and end up indulging and doing the wrong
Yeah.
things. Yeah. So tell me about this enlightenment that you had to say, you know what? I'm here. I'm locked up. I want to do better. At what point did you say I want to help the other people? I want people to look up to me. I want my certification. How did that come about?
Well, Lachey, sometimes what we want, God have a different plan. Being a counselor, mentoring was the furthest thing from my mind. A friend of mine who I knew from the neighborhood, he was working in a program as a counselor, and he asked me to come volunteer and talk to the young guys. It was the outpatient youth program, and I would come once a week, and that's where I got introduced to social service, and that's where the bug bit me,
Okay.
and
Good.
I enjoyed doing it, so I started pursuing it.
Right. Right. And now can you tell the name of the center that you're working at in Illinois?
Uh, High growth behavioral health. It basically is a mental health program.
Mm-hmm.
Dual diagnosis, substance use, mental health issues.
Okay. All right.
It's,
And this
it,
is
it's a hospital actually,
oh, okay.
and that's the further you could have told me I'd be working as a counselor in the hospital. I didn't see this.
You didn't see it. Yeah. But God had planned for you. So that's a good thing. Now the facility that you're at, is it voluntary or they're on
No,
mandatory holds too?
they the referred there. They can walk in either way.
Okay, gotcha. I know I'm very open with the time that I spent at a facility in, I think it was Lakewood Behavioral Health, on a 5150 hold, which means that you have to stay for 7 days before they'll even consider you being released, where I attempted suicide. So when I got there, it is definitely a different world. You're around all kind of walks of life. People are going through one issue or another. Some are repeat visits. So it's very disheartening to see to to see what people are really going through on a daily basis, and just trying to stay. I always say, keep saying hello to the day. Each day, say hello. And for a lot of individuals that struggle with mental illness or one thing or another, really struggle to wake up to say hello to each day. So it's very interesting. I know that there are a variety of things that you come across with, in there, and you are part of some of the group sessions. Is that correct?
Yeah,
You lead
yeah,
them. You lead
yeah.
some of them. Yeah. Yeah.
It work. The work that I do keeps me grateful.
Mhm. Mhm.
It's I'm grateful.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I say that all the time. That word grateful. I mean, God's grace and mercy is just absolutely phenomenal. When he cleans you up, and then he uses you for his good, where you're able to spread the love of God to other people and give them a message that let them know that they're not here, just by off chance. You have a purpose here, and that you deserve to live, free, happy, sober life, a sober life. So yeah, are you planning on writing a book?
You know, my barber told me that I should write a book.
You
He
should.
said you have a powerful story, but I don't know where to start.
I got plenty of contacts for that. I think what you're doing is wonderful. I think you're just I know that we have talked in kind of detail what you're working on, and we're going to get into that in a moment. I think it's awesome that you're bringing the men together. But yeah, once you start, I've learned once you got get into one avenue, one area, it opens your world up to other avenues and different sectors and opportunities that will come. So I really see that for you. Tell me about this men's ministry that you've. I think you just started it. It's going to be men, music, and ministry.
The I got asked to help start this. I did it just and Tracy asked me to help her. She said I would be great,
Yeah.
and I said yes.
Okay.
And we it's a platform designed to talk about how God has helped us to be transparent, talk about your issues from a scripture base. It's it's non-traditional.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to be able to go outside of the tradition to draw people to God.
Yeah. That is so true. You do. You have to meet people where they are, in order to give them something to hold on to give them the light, to give them the truth, to give them the faith. And it really helps individuals say, "Wow, he did it. She did it. They did it. This could be a better life for me too." So that's awesome. Men Music Ministry, rising above the status quo. So, yeah, I'm going to have all that information down there. There are a lot of, I know I'm from Detroit. The big cities are really having a problem, especially with a younger generation choosing one thing or another. If we could touch one single mother or one father, just coming out of incarceration, a family, a mom and dad that's in the grips of addiction, if we could just touch individuals in order to inspire them to be better, to give them resources, to give them a foundation, a circle of individuals that really believe in them, to believe in them. Yeah, that's awesome. Anything else that you're working on? You have a child. Let's highlight that. You do have a
We
baby, a girl.
I got a grown woman.
A girl. There always are babies.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
She was, to be honest, she was one of my motivational factors
Yeah.
to get this
Yeah.
to recover. You know, she was the reason for the reason. When I first got sober, my mother passed. She didn't live to see me get this.
Yes. Yeah.
So I tell everybody, you always gotta have a reason for the reason.
Mhm.
If you don't have a reason to do something to change, you won't change.
That's true. That is true. So I'm glad that she gave you that. It's little kids can be so powerful. I mean, I could have a bad day. I could truly be going through something, and there's plenty of times in my life that I've like been gutted low. I look at that child, those kids. I see a smile on their face, and it's like maybe the kids connect with you and know something's
Yeah,
going on. I mean,
yeah,
it gives you all the inspiration. You become super. You really,
yeah.
you become super. Like I
And I
thought
had
it was
many
just me.
days like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's amazing. It's a surge that that they're dependent on you.
Right.
You want them to have better than what you had. Especially when you have humble beginnings, or you went through something, or you didn't really have family support or something like that, or you didn't have a father, and some people maybe not have a mother, you want to give them something, an aspect of something that you maybe didn't have, or be an example for them. I think it's awesome when we have men in little. I believe in having men in little girls' lives. I always say they need their daddy. I don't care how old they get.
Mhm.
We need our daddies. So that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Anything going on besides the men's ministry? Are you doing any
Uh,
speaking engagements? Because I know that you're
I'm part of this organization. I wear this shirt called Grown Men,
grown man who?
Grown Men. It's on Facebook,
Okay, okay.
and we do mentoring, we do outreach events for the community. Uh, in a couple of weeks, we doing a national recovery event, and they're gonna honor me and my colleague.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
good.
it's gonna be at a
Okay.
college.
It's happening this month.
Yep, Saturday after next.
Okay. Well, you
Yeah,
deserve it. Definitely. I do want you to speak to the families. Some families are really going through it. They don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. They don't know what they're doing is too much, not enough. Can you we give any advice on how you probably facilitate? I don't know if you talk to the families at all, but can we give any wisdom to the families that may have a child, a niece, an uncle, somebody, a loved one that is battling with alcohol or drug? What's
you know the best advice I could tell any mother or even father that has a kid or a young adult who's dealing with drug addiction, making poor decisions. Is sometimes you have to step back even when you don't want to. And I know that's hard to do because when we think we helping someone pro- by providing love and support, sometimes you actually cause them more harm
Yeah, I can understand that.
because you could be enabling them and not even know it.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to take your hands off and let God put His hands on.
Mhm. Yeah, and that may be scary. However, I believe everyone has to experience it. It's everyone that's going through a situation or not. Even when I swear, even when it's not drug or alcohol, someone that's making bad mistake over and over again, they need to hit rock bottom. They need to feel that bottom low in order for them to say, I don't want to live like this anymore. And sometimes when they don't have that hand out, when they don't have that warm space to land, they can't bum off $5 or $10. They start to think about life, and sometimes it gets ugly before it gets better.
That's right.
It gets real ugly. So, yeah, you are right with that. Well, awesome. I know that I'm going to put everything in the below for everyone to to of course reach out to your facility if they do need someone that needs treatment. I'll have that resource there. I know that I'm going to highlight, of course, you guys will still be able to get in touch with James Peak Jr. in order to be a part of his men, music, and ministry. I think that is really, really important, and that we encourage people to stay in those steps. Recovery is a lifelong thing. I know that I have experience with it. Just seeing my mother go through one thing or another. Her being in a facility. I was at my second year in college, and my family called me and told me that she was going to rehab, and I felt a sense of I think at that time we became codependent. So I was doing a lot of things for the household. I was kind of, my mother would piggyback off of me, and I would take care of her because I knew that some things she couldn't. It's really hard, to go through this. So you definitely want to make sure that you stay in a program, you stay connected to your sponsor, that you stay connected to different organizations and continue that throughout your sobriety. It's not always easy for everyone. It is definitely a different experience for everybody going through this journey. So
Hmm.
yeah.
You may I say this? When you in a position where you have nowhere else to turn, all your resources is depleted. Like for me, my mother impaired, I have nobody. You gonna make a decision,
Hmm.
and I made a decision to turn my life around.
Yeah. Yeah, and we are so grateful for that because what you're doing in the community is absolutely phenomenal. I know that people see what you're doing. I think that people are valuing you, and I know that's why you're being honored this month. So keep doing the great things that you're doing, and we don't. I will wish we could clone you or I because I oftentimes myself will volunteer at a shelter or a treatment center or a adoption home where the kids are bordering 18 and teach them life skills. And so every little thing count. I believe that everybody should give back to an organization that they believe in. This is how we come together as a
Mhm.
community to help. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it is truly heart led. And I think we do it because we love God. And I know that God says, you know what? I know that you're trying to get your money on this side, but I need you to give back. And that's how, that's one of the important things in life. Something, how did I make a difference in somebody else's life? That's what I want to die knowing that I made a difference in somebody else's life. Now, if it could be 1,000 people, that'd be awesome. But if it was just one to change a situation, to get a mother out of an abusive relationship, to put somebody on the right path after they finish their program, that I mean, it just makes you feel good. So we
Yeah.
do need more people like you out there in Illinois. So I wish you well. Thank you for joining us tonight.
Truly
Yeah.
welcome.
Yes. So all of the information will be below for what he's doing and how to get in touch with him. I'm so excited to highlight this month in National Recovery Month. If you're looking at this and you are on your journey, I wish you well. You are definitely in my prayers, and each day, just day by day, keep connected, keep your heart close to God, and know that you deserve a wonderful, sober life, filled with joy. So thank you, fam and cousins, for tuning in with me and James. This won't be the last time. We definitely want to highlight him